And joining us now here on the program as we learn more about Bushel Plus. She's a technical sales manager in the U.S., focused on South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. Cheyenne Reynolds is with us here on the program today. Cheyenne, thanks so much for joining us. Hope you're doing well.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Well, let's start. And can you give us an overview of Bushel Plus and explain how your company supports harvest efficiency for farmers and agribusinesses?
Absolutely. So, harvest is our bread and butter. We're across 35 different countries in the world, and we're on a mission to not only add value, but some profits for our farmers every harvest as well. So, we have the tools, technology, and the information for not only our farmers, but for the businesses that we partner with as well. So, whether it's hosting harvest academies for our farmers to attend and learn more about how to make their tools that they currently have even better, to our dealer clinics when we partner with those dealers that we work with, and their combine clinics to educate the customers that they currently have on how to really make their harvest the best that it can be.
Well, Bushel Plus is often referred to as the harvest optimization company. What sets you apart in the industry, and why do you think that Bushel Plus has earned that title?
I'd say that there's two things. It's our knowledge and our products. So we have 35 employees, spanning across 5 different countries. So together we all bring that knowledge into one company and share that knowledge with our farmers that we work with. The other side of that being our products, we really do have a suite of high quality products to offer our farmers, for all of their harvest needs.
Well, what specific products, let's talk about those a little bit, and solutions does Bushel Plus offer to help farmers optimize their harvest process? Can you describe some of these products and how they work and their benefits for us, Cheyenne?
Absolutely. Like I said earlier, harvest is our bread and butter. So all of our products have to do with harvest time. The first being our mini combine. So this mini combine is a solution rather than when we see our neighbors get ready to go out to the field, get all geared up. We're not missing out. We can go check and see if our fields are ready as well. So this mini combine is handheld. It fits in the back of the pickup. You go out to your fields and you can take a sample and bring that sample back to your moisture tester to really see if your fields are ready to go, or if maybe your farmers next door just have a little bit of a foot up for the time to start harvesting. The other thing to note about that is it's a way to leave the combine in the shed and really save the money, the time, and your resources that you have there. The next piece is going to be our smart pan system. And this is here to check for your losses. One of the most unique things about our smart pan system is that it comes in a carrying case that has 2 magnets on the top. So these magnets allow us to stick it underneath the rear axle or the header of our combine, and it doesn't allow anything within the pan until you either drop the button on the remote or slide it on the app for it to release. And when you're done with that sample, you can easily take that smart pan system off of the combine, put it in the back of the truck, and you have it ready to go for tomorrow or for the combine you have in the next field over. Like I said, this is really to check for our losses, in an easy way. I actually had a farmer not too long ago tell me a story of how he was currently checking losses. He had a kiddie pool, like one of those plastic blue kiddie pools. I was throwing it under his combine and using that to check for losses. So this is a much safer way to gather that sample, and really to calibrate what all our equipment is telling us, into a bushel sense. I'd say the last piece is going to be our Mad Concaves. So these are some high quality concaves that were invented by Murray, Al, and Dallas. Um, they were getting ready to retire, and rather than seeing this quality product go to the wayside, Bushel Plus couldn't have that. And so we purchased the company and are proud to offer Mad Concaves, continuing on while they go into retirement. One of the most unique designs about or one of the most unique features about our Mad Concaves is that split frame design. And so my brothers will attest that I'm pretty useless when it comes to putting a standard concave in a combine. You know how much they weigh? They weigh about as much as I do. And there's no way that I can put that into there. So our frames actually go in once they are leveled and set. They stay in place. They don't come out for the whole season. However, between crops, we don't have to worry about taking them out. We just take the inserts out. And so within 15 minutes, you can have all of them set in there. Fake nails and all, if I can do it, I promise you can do it too. These are long lasting. They are abrasive resistant steel. So replacing rather than that bar and wire design, this has more of a graded design to get the thrashing going and get the grain out faster. However, our newest design is going to be an O grade. And so this is actually released for the first time this year. We had some testing done last year and have some great stories that I'd love to share with you. This is more of a perforated slot design on a ladder. replacing that threshing bar and that in the grates, providing more of a clean sample that's really changing the game for our corn, bean, and milo farmers out there.
Well, we're talking with Cheyenne Reynolds, technical sales manager in the U.S. for Bushel Plus. And Cheyenne, you mentioned stories and examples. I'd love to hear about a few of those. I mean, tell us, how do your tools and technologies integrate with existing farming equipment and practices to help enhance overall harvest efficiency? What are some of those examples and/or success stories you have from your customers?
Absolutely. So I want every farmer out there to know that we are not looking to change the color of equipment that you have. We have a solution no matter the color or age of your combine. Currently, our oldest equipment out there that's using our solutions is a 1940s system pulled by 3 horses, all the way up to our newest systems of today that are just released. So whether it be our drop pans that are used for any solution or any system out there, that's just magnets that goes up underneath, all the way to our concaves. We're here to work with all colors and years. The other thing to note about your question with the stories, we actually had a gentleman in South Dakota last year test out our oak grates in his X9. He is a very progressive farmer and has a custom header. And so that header is 27 rows and 20 inches. So as you can imagine, he was really putting our concaves to the test and the equipment too. So kind of a testament for John Deere and us as well. He was putting 6,000 bushels through, about 6,000 bushels an hour through his piece of equipment. And the samples were coming out clean, and we weren't having any issues with our concaves. They were able to keep up and allow the grain to flow through. So a great system there. The next one would be the O grates being tested in some green beans. Last year, a lot of farmers had a lot of green pods and a lot of green beans, and threshing sometimes can be really hard with a typical OEM product. And so with our unique O grates, we were actually able to get the beans out of the pods and get a clean sample by allowing the beans to fall through and the pods to be thrown out the back. And so we had a lot of clean samples from our farmers that had those green pods last year too.
Well, in addition to improving harvest efficiency, what other challenges do your solutions address at Bushel Plus, and how do they contribute to the sustainability and profitability of farming operations?
Coming from a farm family myself, we want to do everything that we can to put more money in our pockets and less on the ground. One of the big things is going to be less fuel consumption. And so whether that's using our mini combine and going out and testing to see if the fields are ready before firing up the actual combine, to our drop pan systems, ensuring that we're utilizing our machines to the maximum capacity that we can without having much loss. And then our concaves as well to really get the product out. I would say the next thing is going to be the wear and tear on our equipment and our concaves. So our concaves are unique in this asset that it is steel all the way through. It is not just an abrasive resistant surfacing put on the top. So it's going to take quite a bit to really wear on these concaves. And the last thing is going to be less grain loss. So ultimately, we want to have more grain in the bin. That means more dollar signs in our pockets and less on the ground. And so by having the drop pan system to really test that and see what our losses look like, along with quality concaves, we're putting more grain in the bins, less on the ground, less volunteer crop, and less chemical ultimately.
Well, great stuff. And I'm sure if farmers want more information, they reach out to technical sales managers such as yourself, social media, online, bushelplus.ca, all great ways to get more information, isn't it, Cheyenne?
Absolutely. And one thing we encourage all farmers and the dealerships that we work with is please feel free to reach out to us directly. We are here to partner with you and your farm and see you succeed.
Well, with that, Cheyenne Reynolds, technical sales manager in the U.S., focused on South Dakota, Nebraska, and Kansas. Thanks for joining us and telling us more about Bushel Plus. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much. Take care.